lined up on the left side. Hits the pitch to Johnson. He gets outside. He's in! Mario Johnson! 2-point conversion! The Warriors are on! Unbelievable! 22 points! 16 seconds left!
All right, welcome to Coach's Corner, and Coach, obviously, Nick, Billy,
It's
me,
always gonna touch.
Bobby.
You can't help it.
I can't help it, it's right.
I've never touched it. Well, yeah, he was a center.
Touch.
Yeah, I was a
touches
center,
every
right?
play.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Coach, a must-win, and even though the second half was, our defense was, which means our kids are out there the whole time anyways, but we kept saying, oh my God, I think there was maybe 5 minutes left in the second half, and we had run maybe 5 or 6 offensive plays.
I think the third quarter was, their possession was high.
Yeah.
The fourth, I think we had, that last drive, we had a.
Oh, we had a long drive,
Yeah,
yeah.
was that 6 or 7
Yeah.
minutes?
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
third.
last, the
Yeah,
very
very
last
last
drive,
one,
yeah.
Yeah, it was
but
was
the-
almost 6 minute
The
drive.
24 minutes in the second half, that last drive chewed up about 6. But yeah, third quarter, we were sputtering on
Oh,
offense.
my
Yeah, we
God,
had
it was
trouble
all, it
getting
was,
going.
and we were really worried, and the biggest play of the game, you know, Clint has struggled sometimes finding receivers, we've talked about that, and, but in the fourth quarter, when he had to have 3rd and 13, and we were all convinced, I think there was a timeout or something, a break in play, and we talked, we all said, if we turn the ball over, we have to punt here, they're gonna win. And 3rd and 13, and Clint hit, it was.
Yeah, but you know something,
It was
on that
AJ,
play,
right?
that play,
Mike Bonolo.
he wasn't
Mike Bonolo,
rushed.
yeah.
He wasn't rushed at all, that play. He had time to throw the ball. So he had time to search out his receiver.
Yeah.
And he did. He looked, he scanned the whole field, and he found the open man, and that was the play that saved the game.
It was a beautiful pass, too.
But yeah, we were talking, coaches, that we were saying that the defense was gassed because they were out there for so long, but they both play both
Yeah,
ways.
they're
So
both
they're
there
up there anyways.
Our defense is our offense.
Well, we're out, I mean, also, I think the key stop on the 2-point play was huge.
Huge.
And us getting the 2 points early was obviously played a big role.
I love
yeah,
that play.
yeah, really.
I love that play.
Yeah, well, it was, I mean, it's just kind of like they rush, they don't really have a contained guy on the edge.
Yeah, right.
Coach Jackson noticed that on film, so they just rush the whole edge.
Yeah.
They leave no one out there, so, yeah.
It was a nice play. It was a nice play.
It's nice being up 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knowing
absolutely.
you can't go behind.
Right.
That's
You only
right.
score.
Exactly.
That's right. Health-wise, how'd we do? We come out okay?
Yeah, not bad, a little bit, this time of year, everyone's got some, nicks, but, yeah, for the most part, everybody's healthy.
That's good. And we talked before you came, and then when you came in, the power rankings came out, and boy, oh boy, our backs are against the wall.
Well, if
And
we
it's-
win the last 2 games, we should be all.
No, I agree with you, but, I mean, we can't have any blips.
Was it?
No, it's cut and dried. I mean, whatever the numbers shake out to be, if we win the 2, I'm pretty sure. Not positive.
Was
Pretty
Algonquin
sure.
in the power rankings right now?
They're ahead of us, barely. They're a
Who do they
little
have?
bit ahead of
But
us,
St. John?
by
they-
points.
well, they have Wachusett and Leominster.
Well, we're choosing.
But I don't know exactly how it all plays out, but I think because Wachusett and Leominster, their combined record, the 2 teams we have left, their combined record is greater than Algonquin's.
Okay, and you get points for their wins.
Right,
Correct.
right.
So I haven't done the math. I do know that we have to win 2 games. So I haven't really looked beyond that.
Right.
Yeah. So let's win the first game.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Worry
And if-
about
And if
that.
we win the second one, then we'll look at the math.
And that's at Right. 3:00 Saturday again, right?
Yeah, it's been moved to
Yeah,
3 o'clock on
they moved it,
Saturday.
and it's,
We lost all the food trucks and everything, right?
Oh, we
Colonial
did?
Way's canceled, yeah.
Yeah.
Who did?
The Colonial
No
Way is
way.
what they call that whole festival.
Oh, so the whole thing's canceled?
Yep, all because of a mosquito.
The stupid mosquitoes.
Why did they cancel that, though? You could still have that, no?
Like reserving, I believe, I don't
yeah,
handle
They probably,
that.
they probably
Yeah,
go
commitments,
all
yeah,
other
right,
places,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, you gotta have a lot of police presence too.
yeah, all those details, I think.
Yeah, that's true too, stupid mosquitoes. That's the one thing, we talked about this, I know you guys don't listen to it, but we talked about it feeling like high school football, because it was a Saturday, but it was at night. And, it was cold, and
It's a nice night, though.
It was
a little
nice,
chill, but
yeah.
I felt
Good
Oh, we had
football,
heat,
yeah.
we had heat. in
no
the-
wind.
We had heat in the box, it was awesome.
Wait, Applebee's too.
Wow. And styles.
It's a real good press box.
It is a good press box.
And it was
Waitress-
nice that we were in the press
No
box,
waitress.
where we couldn't get into any trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Applebee's brought food for them to eat.
They all
And
came
they
down
share
and
with us.
talked, all the Leominster guys talked to us, said that it was a great game,
Yeah,
and thought we got
nice.
cheated against St. John's.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
that,
Well,
imagine that
oh, yeah.
Leominster.
Yeah.
Guy
So,
said,
yeah.
you guys got screwed.
Yeah, marks
What
were
way?
terrible, the
Oh,
food
the-
pass
The
interference,
marks, the marks, and they thought we never even talked about this, the thing at the beginning of the game. They thought that was, everybody I've talked to
Oh, yeah.
has said that was BS.
Yeah,
So-
let it go,
It's over.
I know.
let it go.
I know.
So-
But anyways, so Shepherd Hill, I mean, you know what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna come in, they're gonna punch you in the face. They're gonna test the toughness.
Oh, yeah. And they're very large. Take a
They
look at
always
their
are.
off-
They always
it's-
are.
I think
Those
it's,
Dudley kids.
even by their standards, they have, their offensive line is really
Really?
big.
But,
yeah.
You went up against two 6'5"
Wait.
at St. John's, plus, I don't know what the others were, 6'1"
Yeah.
and 6'2".
Yeah, but if he's saying compared to, they've got guys in the NFL for
Yeah.
crying out loud.
They do. And the other guys are gonna be all-American probably
Yeah, yeah.
from BC.
Yeah, they come
DC.
at you, it's no secret, they run this double wing, so.
Do they like to throw, are they throwing it all?
They've thrown 11 times in 6 games.
Yeah, so they
So a
don't.
couple times a
A
game.
couple times a game,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just to
It
keep
might be a
guys.
little more, that's what our data came back on when we input the information on all the games we have. That, even if it's off by a couple, they're throwing 2
Right.
or 3 times.
Yeah, so they're not.
Sometimes when
There was a year we played them where they threw all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the
Yeah, that
gun
one
and.
young quarterback too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when they have a, when they like their QB, a versatile kid, they'll go into the gun and do different stuff.
And didn't they have a good tight end that year too? A
Kid that's at
scholarship
Michigan.
kid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sean McKeon.
yeah,
Yeah.
big kid, I remember him, so. But, so we know what they're gonna do, they're gonna run the wing, and they're gonna try and fake you out, follow the guards? Is that the work this
Follow
week?
the linemen, yeah, I mean, it's always their keys, but this week, I mean, the wing T and double wing are such different offenses, that they don't have any splits on their offensive line, they're foot to foot. I mean, everybody's so tight, and they just down block everybody on one side, pull everybody around. They run that play 45% of the time.
We saw it last year up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last,
And the year
however
before
many,
that.
they run it for 15, I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
But,
They
if they get
remind me
40
a
yards
lot-
of play, they win, so
Yeah,
we gotta,
yeah.
we know
They
what's
remind me a
coming.
lot of North Middlesex way back in the day. You probably don't remember it, but I tell everybody this all the time. When North Middlesex was a power and, the coach.
Coach, yeah.
Ruggles.
Sandy Ruggles.
Ruggles, when Sandy Ruggles was there, they ran 3 plays this way, 3 plays that way. And you know what they said? Stop us.
Right.
If you can stop us, then you should win.
Mm.
And people couldn't stop them. And I think Shepherd Hill's a lot like that.
They are. Yeah, there's no real secrets. I mean, they do some nice things. They'll throw some wrinkles in there now and again, but you know what play is their future play.
Is it the same head coach as last year?
Yeah.
The guy's son?
Stepson.
Stepson.
Chris Lindstrom's stepson. Yeah, Ryan Duggan.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he does a good job. I mean, they definitely know, they're drilled well, and they execute their stuff. I think they're averaging the most points a game in the division.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
right there
probably.
with St. John's.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I
they
mean,
scored
they-
53 against St.
Yeah,
John's.
scored
Yeah.
50, 53.
Our defense has their work cut out for
Oh,
them
yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every
You
time.
know,
But that's
though,
been a bright spot this year.
it has been. I was
I
gonna
mean-
say that. You're right.
I think they've played well.
Defensively.
Yeah, we held St.
Considering
John's to
some of the
31.
injuries
They've
that
scored,
they've incurred.
they've scored more than that in the
A
losses
lot of that
they've
had to
taken.
do with clock management, which John controlled the
right.
clock. of the
Absolutely
game.
true,
Right.
So-
absolutely true.
Yeah, that helps.
So you're gonna have to try and do the same thing again this week, is just keep us on the ground.
Yeah.
Are their
definitely.
backs good?
Yes.
They must be.
Yes, they're good. Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. I was surprised, I'm not, no disrespect to Wachusett, Wachusett won 35-14 against them, I thought it'd be a little closer. But Wachusett's very good as well.
Mhm.
And, that's Wachusett's game,
Yeah.
they're so physical, and they
Yeah,
always have
that's
big,
what they
big
want.
kids too,
That's what
yeah,
they want.
so. But, no, they're a really strong team, it's gonna be a great challenge. And they're in a similar spot as us, trying to fight for one of the last playoff spots.
Is
Yeah,
that,
it's probably-
Watch, is it?
No, Shepherd
Shepherd
Hill.
Hill.
Shepherd Hill.
Wachusett's in.
What's their record?
Shepherd Hill's 4 and
4 and
2.
2.
So
4
they
and
lost to
2.
St. John's and Wachusett. Yeah.
Right now, Doherty, St. John's, and Wachusett are in.
Locks.
Yeah.
They're locked, right?
Well, I think what St. John's is 4 and 2. They still play Wachusett and they have Leominster.
Yeah.
So I think if they win one of those two. I think the magic number's 5. You got to win 5
Okay.
games.
Okay.
So
I can still see
St.
them,
John's will not. It doesn't look like they'll be unless Doherty and Wachusett lose out. St. John's will be a 3 or a 4. The 4, I
probably
think
won't happen.
the 4
Doherty's
is still up
playing.
for grabs
Yeah,
with that last spot. Algonquin, Shrewsbury, Shepherd Hill, Leominster is not in the run.
right.
Yeah.
but if we get in, St. John's is not 4, we're 4. If we get in,
Correct.
we're 4,
Right.
Most likely.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And Doherty will be one probably.
Most likely.
Well, the beauty is we got all our road games out of the way, and now
Oh,
we're
yeah,
just
we're
at home the
home
whole
now.
way,
I know
right?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, hopefully it'll be helpful for
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Should be
It's
an
a definitely
advantage.
plus. Yeah.
How about defensively, what do they do? Are they
4-3.
4-3? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
even
good.
front, yeah.
Get back to the even front.
Yep. Yep.
We
They-
had, you know, the 5-2 has hurt us this year.
Yeah, the 5-2.
Westboro
Yeah.
and then Leominster, you know, it's something we're not used to seeing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. 4-3, and they'll go to a 4-4 at times, depending on the formations. But it's even front. Although they ran a 50 against Wachusett, so we have to,
Oh, they
we have
did?
to be ready for it. Yeah. So you never know. Plus, some teams, you know, I mean, we run, I don't know if you've noticed, but St. John's, we ran an odd front. We mix in odd fronts
Yeah,
at different points
Yeah.
in the year. So most teams will do that. We just have to be ready for everything when we prepare during the week. Even front, 4-3, 4-2, 3-4, 3-5, and you kind of have to be ready for it all.
Hmm.
And then different multi-formational, so sometimes we don't know what we're going to get in the box, so linemen really have to know their rules.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It'll be, this is, I mean, it's huge.
yeah, it's a playoffs.
Yeah.
It is a
right.
playoff.
Playoffs.
You're
How's
right.
practice been this week?
Every game.
Well, we had our walkthrough today. We had yesterday. The JVs played yesterday.
How'd they
They
do?
won 14-0 up there.
So they've only got one loss?
They're 5-1.
Yeah, they lost to St. John's, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And
JV.
JV twos?
JV2 lost 26-0.
Oh,
Okay.
So I think they're 4-3 or 5-3. So yeah, Monday we had the JV game, and then you know probably 60% of our kids travel to the JV game. And then,
So is that a film day?
excuse me, yeah, we watched film Monday, and then today we did our kind of walkthrough installation for the week, and then we go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
You know, so it's like when we have a Friday game, we usually practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Monday will be like a film and lift.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it's Saturday, everything just kind of moves back
Move
a
back
day.
one day.
So today's
We're
like
gonna
what
take
a
a-
Monday would be like.
yeah. You want to take it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break and
Yeah.
bring on a couple more seniors, right?
Yep.
Senior linemen. Right, both
Oh,
of them?
Kevin, the running back.
Oh, Kevin's the running back, right.
Chris is the
I get him.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get him.
I
Wait
do
till they
too.
come on. He walked in and I went, Chris, and he
Yeah,
went,
that's what I
no,
said. to him.
Kevin.
You look just
So,
like Chris.
He does.
Are you
We'll be
twins?
right back. We'll be right back.
So last year, Kevin was probably 220. No, Chris was 220. Kevin.
There you go.
All right, we're back. Thomas Pitney Kevin / Chris, same thing. They look exactly the same. Anoush, I know. Welcome, gentlemen. Well, we were talking a little bit out in the hall. Is the aura around the team? I mean, you guys obviously knew as soon as I said it, must-win situation. The playoffs start now. How's everybody taking it?
Well, I think that's been a theme since even last week.
Yeah.
Like, ever since we lost the St. John's game, we knew that, just by looking at the standings, that we would have to win every game going forward. So I think the tone of practices and games has definitely amped up in terms of intensity, which I think is a good thing. You know, it's good practice for when we actually, if we get in,
Right.
to actually go into the playoffs and be ready for that mentally too. So I think it's a good thing that we have our feet to the fire right now.
Good. Kevin, healthy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Gonna play this week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And now, Coach, you said that last year there was a big difference between him and his brother weight-wise, but it's kind of leveling off now?
Yeah, over the last couple of years, Kevin's put on a little bit of muscle and beef, and Chris has leaned up. So I never had trouble telling them apart.
Now you do.
Right? I never did.
No, until this year.
Now I've probably whiffed about 10 times.
Really?
Yes.
So it's not, it wasn't just us.
No, it's a lot of people.
But it's frustrating for me because I've known these guys for years and I never had a problem. And now all of a sudden I have a problem. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination.
You're catching up to us, that's all.
right. Yeah.
Coach, tell us a little bit about both of them.
Yeah, all right. So Kevin plays in the secondary for us on defense, and he's primarily a running back. So he's mixed in. We have so much depth at our halfback position. He's mixed in throughout the year. But sophomore year, I remember on Thanksgiving, he was playing quite a bit that year. And then last year he was, doing well mixing in. He hurt his knee, so we missed him for the second half of last year. He had the rehab in the off season from the surgery, and it took him a little bit of preseason. I think it was the end of August where he cleared.
Yeah, I know.
He missed the first 2 or 3 weeks of preseason. So even
So he's been playing catch up, too.
Yeah, playing catch up. It does take 2 or 3 weeks. I think so. The last couple of weeks, I think he's hitting his stride a bit, getting back to his old form, battling through it. But great speed. And hopefully down the stretch he's gonna step in and do some good things for us at running back. And Thomas, same deal actually this year. Worked really hard in the off season, came in ready to go and hurt his knee. What week was that? 1 or 2?
Week one.
Week 1.
So like the Tuesday right before week 1.
Right.
So it was like
hurt his knee
3
in
days
practice.
before the first game.
So he's still getting back. He got back for the St. John's game, but he's just getting back as well. He's our student council treasurer.
Class
officer, treasurer. So he does a really good job with student government, and he's one of our best students on the team. So he's a great.
Now that's something to be very proud of. Nothing against the football players, but really what it comes down to, unless you're 6'5", run a 4.40, and weigh 260 pounds, it's the education part.
He's
that's
only a
most important.
4.42. He's not
He
quite
does-
a 4.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But Mr. Big, at the youth game the other day, this guy was the announcer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people in the stands
You used to do that for a living.
Yeah, I was struggling because they gave me one column so they would number, I don't know if you've had similar experiences, but they would just number the column like, okay, this is the first player, this is the second player, this is the third player. But I got it mixed up at first,
What
thought,
do you mean, the numbers weren't in numerical order?
yeah, like
Oh,
I thought,
yeah, we get that
I
all
thought
the time.
right, so like it would be the number of the play, like the order in which the player was going, so it would be like 1, and then
His
the
number was
player,
12.
right?
His
if the
number was
player's
12.
right, his number was 12. So I'd be like, okay, why is 56 not on here? So I think we made some halftime adjustments, and it improved. So
Listen to me. You know what? Look over there. That's what you're going to look like in 40 years. That's exactly
just shoot yourself now.
although your hair will always be perfect.
Yeah, Yeah, that's something I definitely don't want to have happen to me. Where, like, you know, I mean,
I don't blame
my
you.
dad-
Although he's a pretty good golfer.
my dad's always said he would like, because he's been lucky, he hasn't lost any hair yet. He's always said that if I got bald before him, he'd make a lot of fun of me. So I certainly, I hope it does not happen to me. That would not be a good thing.
All right, so we have Shepherd Hill this week. I mean, we've played them enough in recent years. We know what they're gonna bring to the table. It's, you know, they're gonna come in, they're gonna smash in, they're gonna say, you gotta beat me. You know, get to the running back. I'm gonna block you as hard as I can. How do you prepare for that?
It's a lot of ways. I think we're installing a new defense formation in this week, so we're having 3 linebackers instead. So I think one is gonna.
So you're gonna pack in the boxes, what you're
Exactly,
saying.
yeah.
So that's that instead of going, we look like sometimes we look like a 5-2, but we're not, right?
Yeah, we can go, we do some odd stuff sometimes, yeah, we can do, we'll mix up the looks a little bit this week, even to odd and different guys down in the box. I mean, you have to pack the box, they get.
Against them, if
yeah,
they're gonna throw
They bring everybody down in
only
tight.
twice, yeah, if they're only gonna throw twice a game, 3 times a game, you gotta do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we gotta bring in a little beef. Yeah.
Where's the beef?
Yeah, exactly.
Coach, before we get into that, tell us a little bit about these guys. First, a little insight.
Well, so Thomas plays offensive and defensive line, snaps the ball for us. He's
He's a
one of
long
our
snapper?
reserve centers. No.
Oh, okay,
But he plays tackle primarily, but he's got the ability to snap as well.
that's good.
Yeah, so, and
Now, have you played much?
No, because I've gotten hurt. I got
because of your
hurt
knee.
the first week, and then I came back for the St. John's game. So I haven't. I'm still kind of getting into the swing of things, but
Okay.
hopefully I can work my way into the rotation.
Well, if you've seen the show before, I don't know if you have, and I say this to every kid that comes on that doesn't get a chance to play as much. I give you all the credit in the world. I played, Nick played, Bobby played,
Thank you.
but we all played. And to go out and practice every single day and pound your head into other people and stinky, smelly, I know what it's
Right.
like. I remember the locker room. I give you a lot of credit.
Thank you.
It's not easy to do, and I hold all the reserves that don't get a chance to play much. I always hold them in high esteem because it's a tough game, and it's tough to practice 5 days and then
Thank you.
come to the game.
But you know what, John,
and watch.
they're just as every bit a part
As
of the
important.
team.
Yes, they
As
are.
the guys that play regularly.
Yes, they are, but still, Nick, you play because you love the game.
Yeah.
We all played. John played. You played. I played. We played because we loved it. That's why he's playing.
Right, I think.
And I give him all the credit in the world for going out there every day and banging heads with Grady Rodman and Cade and really.
And that's one of the good things about our JV team too is.
Oh, do you get to
it's-
play on
well,
that?
No.
Seniors
Oh.
typically
Oh,
don't,
don't.
but up
Okay.
until this year,
He
if you-
did.
we have a lot of juniors that, they may only play 10 or 15 plays in the varsity game. So we'll play them 2 days later, the next day on the other, just play one side of the ball, but they get to play.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
senior years can be a little bit different, but, so, I mean, he's seen the field quite a bit in his career.
Yeah. Let me just say this. There's been a lot of those guys that we know that have come up with huge plays when they have gotten in there. So,
Oh, yeah.
keep working hard.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Keep, right?
He will.
Jack Burke.
Jack Burke.
Jack Burke. He never played. Thanksgiving Day, he made a great, I thought it was a safety, but they didn't give it to him. So, keep working.
Thank you.
He will, he's one of our hardest workers, for sure.
It's always and you said he's gotten bigger, stronger this year. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of growing up. That's part of being on a team. That's what's important,
Right, definitely.
All right, so offensively, are we doing anything different? You can't give out any trades. Well, nobody from Shepherd Hill's gonna see this anyways, but, are we doing anything different this week? No?
Same thing.
same old thing.
Yep,
All right, that's good.
run it down their throat.
Yeah, give them a taste of their own medicine, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll air it out 40 times, we'll see.
Yeah, you never really.
Oh, yeah,
They don't know what's coming.
you gotta throw that out there.
No backs 5 wide.
XISO fade.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
haven't done
I've
that, we
seen
haven't
that.
done that much, that's for sure. Coach, you know, do you coach differently because it's basically the playoffs now?
No.
No. Same thing?
I think just down the stretch, you know, you when you get later in the season and some things become monotonous, you know, I think that maybe you take a different approach. Maybe we're not as physical at times. You know, maybe we throw in a couple of wrinkles because, you know, our base playbook on either side or all 3 phases we've been doing over and over and over.
Right,
The kids might be
right.
ready for a couple of wrinkles, but yeah, in terms of preparation, as coaches, practice planning, and we don't really do anything differently. I think
Okay.
they know that, and, you know, we try to, you know, don't call me Bill,
I
because this is
won't.
genuine.
I won't.
But I really think, you know, they get 10 games, 11 games a year guaranteed. You try to get them to believe in the fact that every game is the most important game.
Right.
And, you know,
Right.
that's the way we try to send the
And right
message.
now it is, you're absolutely right.
Right, but game 2, right?
was just as
or
important.
Doherty, if the Doherty game turns out differently, we're in an entirely different situation.
And
So-
I
so it'd be-
100
they're all really
Right,
important.
and I 100% agree with you, because, especially now, with the way the playoff
Yeah,
system's set up.
Room for
every
error.
game, yeah.
Yeah, very minimal.
All right, I know it's early in the process, school next year.
So I've been looking at a lot of different colleges. I'd say my favorite, I have really a top 3. I'd say my favorite so far is Clark,
Okay.
just down.
What,
in
do you
Worcester.
know what you want to do?
Yeah, I'd like to major in political science, possibly probably get a master's in like public administration.
So you want to run for office at some point?
Not necessarily run for office, but I know something I'd
Oh, like
potentially
a town
to do. Yeah, like a
manager?
town manager
Okay.
or like a mayor or something like that. You know,
Okay.
where it's better to be appointed than to.
Don't tell Billy what your political affiliation is. Okay?
I won't.
His nickname's the governor.
Oh, okay, all right. So Clark?
I'd say you ever heard of the College of Worcester? It's spelled WOOST.
In Ohio?
In Ohio, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that's my second favorite. And I also liked American, obviously in Washington D.C. So
Yeah, great
you gotta-
school.
yeah.
right? Yeah.
good for
Tough to-
what I want to do.
Tough to
right?
get into, I know, tough to get
It
into,
is.
I'm sure. How about you? Have you thought about it at all?
I have, same like my brother, URI.
Okay.
We're trying to go together.
Oh, are you? Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
Nice.
Are you thinking about playing, or, Just
Still
for
thinking
school.
about it.
yeah?
Wanna leave my
It's
options
different.
open.
Well, you know. Do you ever give them advice about that?
College,
Yeah, playing
Yeah.
in college?
personally?
Yeah.
No, not unless they ask. But we give them guidance on the whole process. Having coached for almost 20 years now, I feel like, and be at a prep school, I was Worcester Academy for 8 years.
Yeah.
We kind of know the drill in terms of what to do and the timetable and all that. So we
Yeah.
give them a lot of advice in that regard. But not necessarily, like I said, unless they ask for it.
Did you find it as different as I kind of visualize it was
Oh,
from high?
yes.
Yeah, much
Oh,
different?
yes. Yep. I
Okay.
mean, when you go off to play as a freshman, you're playing with men.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, you're going back to the bottom of the
Yeah,
ladder, which
yeah.
is really
It's
hard
like being
for,
that 9-year-old in
Right.
Little League. All right, I'm getting he's directing me from over here. It's time to go. Liz says it's time. We'll see you next week. Coach, good luck. Boys, good luck this
Thank
week
you.
Thank you.
against
Thank you.
Shepherdville.